Reports are out there that Joe Biden is going to cancel $10,000 in student loans for those making under $125,000 a year. This is such an awful idea. Okay. First of all, the loan isn't getting canceled. You and me and every taxpayer out there is paying for it. So this idea of, I'm just going to wave a magic wand, it's magical thinking. It's modern monetary theory. And you would think after Joe Biden has spent trillions of dollars and we have 8% interest, that the idea of waiving off student loans, it basically is a gift on behalf of you and me to everybody else out there who took out student loans. And remember, the number of kids who go to and graduate from college is still relatively low in the grand scheme of things. I think something like 20% of adults right now have college degrees. And so the people who are taking out loans and going to college in the first place have far more advantages than the kids who never even think about going to college at all. So why should all of those kids out there who at 18 years old went into the military or went and found their own job and have been paying their way ever since, why should they subsidize the education with their tax dollars of comparatively wealthy and advantaged kids who took out substantial amounts of loans to get a degree? Now, I think that the college loan industry is a joke. I think what college costs is indefensible today. I really do. Now, I'm fortunate to be able to pay for my kids when they go off to college, but I took out loans to be able to go to law school. I didn't finish paying off my law school loans, I don't think, until I was like 35 or 36 years old, well after I'd been graduated from law school already. I imagine a lot of my classmates who've been out of school for nearly 20 years are still paying off some of those loans that we took off to go get graduate degrees. And so, look, it's an investment in yourself. I understand it. But you got people taking out $100,000 in loans, and then they're going to go out and make $40,000 a year. That, to me, is criminal. If you are taking $100,000 for somebody to go get a graduate degree in social work so that they can make $40,000 a year, the math doesn't add up. It's one thing if you're going to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever else, and you can look into the horizon on the future and say, okay, I'm going to make a lot more money with this advanced degree. But frankly, what college costs and what some degrees cost relative to what kids make for those degrees should be investigated. And you shouldn't be able to take out hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans, as many people do, when there is no real payoff on the degree which you are getting. But the idea that people who took out loans should get those loans waived off and should no longer be paying for those loans and instead should be subsidized by people who took out way less loans or never went to college in the first place is, frankly, to me, absolutely indefensible. It should not be happening. I think it's fairly inexcusable.